My name is Luis Pineda, and thanks for joining us for episode 5 of Creating Creators Online Workshops, Acting, Directing for Horror, in partnership with SCREAMFEST LA. Today's episode features a live table read of Penny, a script written by Ms. Meneghini's 5th grade students at Henninger Elementary in Santa Ana Unified School District. Our special guests today are Robbie Roberston, Samuel Moody, Bel Delia, Annalea Fiachi, and Noree Victoria. We hope you enjoyed this excellent performance, and stay tuned for the students' Q&A at the end.
Aiden, exterior, front of school, day. Rose Gonzalez, 10, frazzled and tired, throws a doll in the trash.
You're the worst doll ever. You belong in the trash.
An older brother, Jack Salazar, is skating on his skateboard and stops when he sees something red in the trash.
Oh shoot! This would be perfect for my sister's birthday.
Jack walks away with the doll and skates back home. Interior, Jack's house, night. Jack's little sister, Wenda, 10, is sitting at the dinner table and is working on her homework. Jack enters with the doll and surprises her with a gift.
I got you something because I totally didn't forget your birthday.
Wenda squeals in excitement. Wenda looks at the doll with a smile on her face.
Oh, thank you. I'm going to name you a Penny.
Wenda hugs the doll and then continues to do her homework, not letting go of the doll. As she continues her homework, the doll has a creepy look on her face. Exterior, school sidewalk, day. Wenda walks and steps into dog poop.
Ugh! Ew!
Wenda goes into her backpack to look for tissues, but she's confused when she sees her doll. The doll looks creepily at Wenda as she takes her out of the backpack.
How did you get in here?
Wenda wipes the dog poop off her shoes and goes to school, the doll in her arms. Doll looks straight at Wenda. Wenda gets this weird feeling that someone is watching her. Exterior, school, entrance, day. Wenda sees her best friend, Amelia. Amelia, 10, waves at Wenda as she walks to the gate. As soon as Wenda sees Amelia, she starts to calm down.
Hi, Amelia. When'd you get here?
I don't know. Maybe like 30 minutes ago? Why? Oh, what is that smell?
Oh, that is my shoes. I stepped in dog poop this morning. But look what my brother got me for my birthday.
Amelia's eyes turn the same as the creepy doll's eyes, and she starts to get the doll's creepy smile.
Oh, that's a very nice doll. I wish I had one.
Amelia grabs the doll to look at it closer. Amelia looks at Wenda with a jealous look. Wenda feels a little worried about her friend.
I know.
Bell rings. Wenda takes the doll out of Amelia's hands and puts the doll back into her backpack. Wenda walks to her class line, then a pigeon poops on her sweater.
You've got to be kidding me.
Interior hallway, day. Wenda grabs her snack, then walks into the hallway to line up with the rest of the class. Amelia pushes Wenda to the ground.
Let me see her again.
Ow! What are you talking about?
The girls are interrupted by their teacher, Mrs. Jones, a 30-year-old lady who has great love for kids.
Amelia, no pushing your classmates.
Sorry, Mrs. Jones. I won't do it again.
Amelia runs to join the class. Mrs. Jones helps Wenda to her feet.
Thanks, Mrs. Jones, for the hand.
Mrs. Jones notices the doll on the ground and hands it back to Wenda. Wenda is confused that her doll is on the floor.
No problem. Don't forget your doll.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Exterior, school, blacktop, day. Wenda walks with her doll. Kids are playing soccer. Then a soccer ball comes flying and boom! Ball smacks Wenda right in the face and breaks her glasses.
Oh no! My glasses!
Bell rings. Wenda squints and walks very slowly back to her classroom. Interior classroom day. Wenda walks into her classroom late. Mrs. Jones does not let her sit down until she explains why she is late.
Oh, I was helping put all the equipment away.
Okay, well, today we are drawing a picture. Once you're done, you're going to raise your hand and show it to the class.
Wenda struggles to see the picture on the smartboard. Wenda doesn't realize that she is drawing scribbles on paper. Mrs. Jones walks back to Wenda's seat.
Wenda, are you done?
Wenda nods her head. Wenda knew things were going to go poorly. Kids can be heard giggling in the background.
Wenda, we are drawing a bowl of fruit, not scribbles.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Jones.
Exterior lunch tables, playground, day, bell rings. Students grab their lunch and start to eat. Wenda finishes her lunch and goes to the playground. Amelia heads over in Wenda's direction. Amelia tries to snatch the doll out of Wenda's hand.
Why are you trying to steal my doll?
You mean my doll?
Wenda sets the doll down on the slide. Then the girls break into an argument and start yelling at each other. A little girl sees the doll. The girl picks up the doll and goes for a ride down the slide.
Oh, what a pretty dolly.
Wenda and Amelia stop yelling and don't remember why they were arguing.
Wow. What were we fighting over?
I don't remember why, but it doesn't matter because we're friends, right?
Wenda looks over and realizes the doll is gone.
Amelia, where did my doll go?
The little girl walks off the playground and talks to the doll.
We're going to be the best.
A bird poops on her sweater.
Huh?
She looks up and then looks at the doll. The doll has a creepy smile, which makes her get a weird feeling. Fade out. The end.
Violet, since you were the original screenwriter, what did you think? How did this match up to what you pictured in your head when you wrote it?
Felt like it was more better, like with other people, like seeing how they reacted and how they were saying it, and it felt like more realistic to me.
You can really feel the story start coming to life. You can feel what the characters are going through. There's a lot of confusion and emotions in the story, and when you hear it with people and it starts coming to life, it's a great experience.
Where did you have the most trouble when you were doing this script?
Maybe the part where you made us like find bad luck things, like not like bad ones, like not just normal ones, like, oh, she fell. No, we had to think more harder, and you had made us write on the board of ideas, but we're good.
Okay, Anthony, Juan, you came in at that point and helped them out a good bit. What do you think was the biggest obstacle to getting this script done?
For me, it was also the part where we had to come up with lots of ideas to like decide like what are some good bad things that could happen.
Like it couldn't just be some regular day, like, oh, you trip. We had to think harder than that, but we also had to think of what we could do, not like extra.
And it had a lot of fun parts in it too. I mean, in a horror movie, you get so scared all the time, and it's nice to have that tension relief with something funny. So I think the bird poop and the stepping in the dog poop, that's good tension breakers on a horror movie. So kudos for putting some humor into it.
Funny bad things. There were definitely funny bad things. I think the sign of a really great horror film is the feeling it leaves you with. Like you're always creating this world. And after the end of this script, I was kind of thinking, oh my gosh, what happens next? Does the bad luck get worse? What's going to happen to this little girl? I think that's really exciting. And I'm curious if you thought about that. It doesn't mean it has to be in the script, but I wonder what your thoughts about what happens next to this little girl.
Maybe not like Penny would be like more upset now that she's not with Wenda, and like maybe worser things start to happen to the little girl now.
Does the doll just want to be loved? Does the doll, and if the doll gets what it wants, then what happens? That's a good thing to think about.
The backstory.
Yeah, why the doll does those things, because the poor doll, like, it's described as creepy in the beginning. It's like, is everybody looking at this doll like it's creepy, and it's really just a lovely doll.
Yes, I actually had a question about the doll as well. I noticed that it was only like the little girls when they picked up the doll, right? That they were the ones affected by it. Does it not affect like older people or even the brother? It didn't seem to affect the brothers. So is there like something special?
I hadn't thought of that one, huh?
No.
It seems to me that once you take ownership of the doll, that's when things happen. Once you say it's my doll, then that's when bad things happen. Even if you didn't mean that to be, that's the thread I see.
Yeah, you're right. It's definitely when they're like, this is mine now.
Mm-hmm.
Right, because when Jack picks it up, he's not keeping it. He's only grabbing it to give it to somebody.
I like to find everything about a character that is not a victim. And whatever's smart, whatever's funny, whatever's strong about that character. And I like that Wenda, everything that happened to her wasn't something of her doing. It was an undeserved misfortune, which creates empathy for the characters. And in a lot of horror movies, you'll see someone doing something foolish and you're thinking, oh, that person's going to get it. You already know. So when it happens, it's no surprise. And so I love that you guys created empathy for this character, so that when things that do happen that are bad, you feel for her and you want her to win.
And by the way, just from a script standpoint, that opening scene with the girl throwing it away, that's really strong, guys, for writing that just as foreshadow of what's happening. It's a real good opening scene.
I have a question for them. Does it feel to like see people acting? Like, would that make you want to act or something?
I know for me sometimes it gets a little shy, but once I see the film, I feel like more happy and proud that I was in it and acting. And for me, acting is kind of fun.
I'm really curious about where the doll came from. So did Rose have it her whole life, or has this doll been discarded just all the time, and doll never gets to stay with anyone for more than, a few days, the poor thing?
Well, interesting. Violet, what inspired you to write this script?
There was always that doll on the window from a class, and that doll. And then kids would say, "Oh, it moved. It's like when you pass by it, you get the chills." I don't know if it's true, but they would always say that. I'm like, and then at that time, I was a big fan of Chucky, and I'm like, maybe I should do a movie like Chucky, but more family friendly and not all that type of drama. And so that's what I got the idea. I'm like, a bad luck doll. Why not?
Well, I think this is the great first step, just having the table read of hearing the words out loud. So it's a great kickoff point, and it's fun too. You guys should be really proud.
I just want to say thanks for everyone for helping out. Belle, Robbie, Sam, thanks so much for taking the time to come out and help these students with their script.
Thank you very much, young filmmakers, students, actors, special guests, Rachel from SCREAMFest. I'll see you guys in our next workshop for creating creators.
Thank you. Thank you guys.
Bye, everybody.